Hi guys, I'm going to review a video by Vegetable Police called What I Eat to Heal from Veganism. I've heard of him for many years now, but I've never watched any of his videos, so this will be my first one. I've heard that he has switched from veganism back to eating meat like 50 times now.
Hi there. Name's Carly Steak Punch. Nice to meet you.
Wow. Some of the worst dark eye circles I've ever seen. They go all around. Those are actual circles.
I was just about to eat what I eat in a day. Do you want to see it? You don't. So I figured we'd do a quick little what I eat in a day video, keep you updated on the roller coaster of life. I made some tweaks. It's unlike me to make changes to my diet, but I figured some things needed to be brought in, and I have brought them. Basically, 1 year vegan, failing hard, it was ruining my gut. When I say 1 year vegan, people are like, you should have tried it longer. Yeah, how about the 10 years before that one? 10 years vegan, 11 months carnivore, 1 year pescatarian, 10 months keto. What the hell next? Vegan for 1 year.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
90-day juice fast in there. Now, I ended that vegan nightmare with juice till...
To think that juice fasting is in any way healthy, and fasting of course just means starving, so you starve by only drinking juice, that alone is already a sign that there's something wrong there.
Meat. Raw food, juices and meat. Everything raw. Meat too. Now this is the most balanced I think I've ever eaten, and I feel the best. It's weird. You've always been asking me to eat more balance. This is my version of balance. So every day, I wake up, about 1.5 cups of water. I don't drink much water. I don't need to because of all the juices. I usually work out, have a shower, and then my first meal around 9:45 a.m.-ish. I wake up usually 7:30 a.m. So after about 2 hours...
I'm surprised that he can actually work out.
I make a green juice. Celery, cucumber, lemon. I'm keeping it simple. I'm not going to the dark leafy greens. A super oxalate city. I don't think they're a problem, but this is a very mild, almost fruitarian juice. Just the celery in there, a little sodium.
That's good.
You might need it. After that, wait about an hour, have 2 fruit juices apart. 1 liter watermelon juice maybe? Maybe cantaloupe juice. Maybe, no, that's high in vitamin A, don't ever do it.
What? What? Plants don't have vitamin A. Why do you say that?
Honeydew melons. Right now I am slightly experimenting with lowering my beta-carotene to see if vitamin A is a toxin or not. It's still super high in my diet. I had watermelon.
But beta-carotene is a pigment. It's not a vitamin by any definition at all. Why do you say that?
Juice today, it's lower than cantaloupe. Still kind of high. So that's what I had today. 2 liters of watermelon juice, about 2 hours apart. And I didn't go on a nature walk today, so I don't need much. Now I'm going to eat my meal, and what I did today was make a chicken stock with feet and...
Oh man, I feel incredibly sorry for him. Oh my god, I don't know, it's just his life seems like ultra depression. He lives in Canada, from what I know, and you can see that the weather is pretty terrible, probably throughout most of the year. That has to make you depressed already, naturally, because of the lack of sunlight. Canada is obviously naturally an inhospitable land, which is why nobody ever used to live there before they made this man-made country with its border called Canada. And now it's one of the worst countries on earth for many reasons. But just looking at him and the music in the background, you can just see how absolutely miserable this guy is. Every day must be absolute torture for him.
Thighs. So I filled up that Instapot.
I've never felt this sorry for anybody
thighs and a bunch
in
of
any of my
100
reviews.
chickens died to make this. I got 2 more liters in the fridge. So I'll have this 2 cups basically of meat stock, which is like totally...
I wish that somebody could help him somehow.
It's GAPS protocol. I mean, this is the foundation of the GAPS protocol, meat stock. Drink it, it's gelatinized. I know vegans, you see this and you're like, you're a moron. You know that doesn't heal the gut. Collagen is just broken down into protein. It works, it helps. So F you, vegans and your weird guts.
It doesn't even matter what the vegans say because from experience we know that it does help people, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. When it comes to health, you can put all of the studies aside and whatever people want to quote, because if from experience something helps people and it helps the majority, then it just helps. And yes, what he's doing there can be beneficial for a lot of people.
So I pressure cook that in the Instant Pot for like an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know if that's the best time. That's what I do. So before I drink that, this is a new invention. Never tried it.
Canadian bitters. I've actually heard of this, and it's just so ridiculous that you would take something that has written on it bitters, because bitter always means toxic. It's a poison. Why does he do that?
Canadian bitters. I've been taking it for about a week and a half. I feel like it's helping, because sometimes if I eat too much fat, I will get nauseous, and that doesn't, even if I take this, it still happens. So I definitely have to think. Don't eat so much.
When you get nauseous, if you eat too much fat, maybe the fat is a bit toxic, quite possibly. It could also be that you're just overeating on fat and you're not used to it anymore because of you switching to all of these diets. But it's very easy to fix it, and that is by simply drinking lemon juice, for example, lime juice, even some vinegar, apple cider vinegar, for example, raw. All of that will completely fix it because it will destroy the toxins that are causing the problem, or it will break down the fat if you really have overeaten on fat. Very simple.
Yesterday I had scrambled eggs because I'm trying to get rid of them, and I scrambled them in lamb fat way too much. I was nauseous for like 2 hours.
Lamb fat is almost always toxic because they get a lot of,
Ruined my life. These didn't help, but for the most part, they could help some of the time. A lot of toxic herbs in here. Turmeric, globe artichoke.
Wait, he knows it. Why does he take it? Or is he joking? I don't get it. Turmeric is toxic, yeah.
Dandelion.
Very toxic. Deadly. Actually deadly.
Ginger. Black walnut. Oh man, that might kill my healing parasites. That's bullshit. So you take this roughly 15 minutes before a meal. So I've already taken it.
You have to completely hate yourself to take that if you consciously understand what it is you're taking. Or you have to be really, really ignorant to take something like Canadian bitters. Come on.
I'm eating the meat from that stock, so it's a cooked day. Sometimes I have raw meat, but I'm not going to throw that out, and it does taste pretty good. That feet, I don't know about you, they're so gross. This whole thing is gross. Meat? Like, what the hell is this? That's disgusting. It's a foot. He's giving me the finger. You'll get over it.
Looks cool to me.
So I eat that to satiation. I might have a can of sardines. Spring water only. Don't go for like soy oil. Why are those even a thing? I don't get it. These are kind of high in sodium. I want a honey kick. I'm just getting all the comb. We got the comb. That's tasty. Spit out the wax, you freak. We got it's all raw, all good stuff. This one has the royal jelly. This one...
Royal jelly, okay. Really, again, it doesn't have over 50 nutrients, just like plants. It's way too much sugar usually, the way honey is made nowadays, and I don't like most of it.
It's crystallized. Don't know what that means, but it's all raw. This one's weird. It's like crunchy almost. It has a sugary, like the sugar is crystallized or something. It's weird. But so I'll take like a big heaping tablespoon of honey. I feel like that helps digest this meat, but don't do it too quickly.
It does actually. The enzymes do help with a lot of food, and anybody who has any digestive issues could benefit from eating honey. Yeah, that's a benefit you can get from it.
Meat digest first, then have your honey, and then I have like a handful of cashews, maybe a couple handfuls, I'll tell you that much. I'm enjoying it. They don't seem to be hurting my gut. It's like fruit fiber is friendlier than nut anti-nutrient fiber, but there's so much of the fruit fiber that actually irritates me. So when I'm juicing the fruits, I take a couple bites. That turned into me mono-mealing a fruit instead of the juice. That started to hurt me. It was like too much fiber, so I stopped doing that. Just a couple bites. Handful of nut fiber, it's a tiny amount of fiber, even though it's unfriendly compared to the fruit.
It's so sad to look at him. He really destroyed his body.
It's friendlier because there's less of it. Now this is a little premature, but this is the first year I so far don't seem to have summer allergies. And it's 100% because of the raw honey, all the different ones.
It's also possible, yeah.
So if you suffer with summer allergies, try it. Local, it has to be local and raw, unfiltered, unpasteurized. And then I have a bunch of stuff in the freezer. There's fish, salmon, I'll eat it raw. Whatever I can eat raw, I will. But like there's certain cuts of lamb I can't. The shoulder, come on now, so chewy. Then you pressure cook it. I'm not frying anything. No barbecues here. I'm not creating the poisons. I suppose I should taste this on camera. It's so hot. I was not ready for that. Oh, you son of a chicken bitch. I'm fine. It was acting. So I drink that. I wait. I've already been through the routine. What do you think of that? That's balance. That's not too much fat. Just enough protein for the gains and to keep my body weight up. It's like I'm on this juice fast type of thing, but then I get to keep my muscle and weight. It's like, wow, this is working. So cool.
He definitely has an eating disorder, and that's no surprise because he is obviously mentally ill. He also probably has a pretty strong autism, from what I can tell.
The only reason you would thumb this down is if you saw a grandmother. She was carrying groceries. You asked her what's inside the bag. She said it was plant-based. You took her purse to buy her meat. You just bought a vegan grandmother's meat with her own money. And you're putting your morals on other people. And that's wrong. You know it's wrong. You know who said it was wrong? Jesus.
It seems like he's kind of humorous to talk like he's brain damaged, but I think that most people don't realize that he is actually brain damaged and that it's not really an act.
Yeah. He's not your role model, apparently. Who is? A video gamer? Some gamer with headphones? That's not who I want to look up to. No, it is not. So, I'm gonna drink my chicken milk, and we're good to go. Healing the gut.
Painful.
Still hot. I'm gonna go after you subscribe.
Okay, from what I understand, he's trying to heal his gut with the broth. He also eats some raw meat, or at least fish, and cooks the lamb. Overall, I would say that he's doing a good job, more or less, trying to heal his gut, but all of the damage that he has done to himself, the way he looks like right now, I'm not laughing because it's funny as such. It's tragically funny in a way. I guess you gotta see some kind of humor in the tragedy of what he has been through. It's good that he stopped veganism, obviously, because that's pure malnutrition, seeing as plants don't have over 15 micronutrients. He's certainly on the right path to somewhat heal his gut, as much as he can at this point. But there's better ways to do it with raw food also. Too much to mention right now. But of course the bone broth doesn't have the microbes anymore, which at the end of the day you do need. If you want to heal your gut completely, you can't just rely on consuming collagen, which you could also from raw food. He generally seems like he's very low energy. He's weak, lethargic. That's my first impression from what I saw. He should be eating a lot of raw organs, drinking blood, liver, brain, all of the good stuff to somewhat get his life force back, because he doesn't radiate any health whatsoever. It's sad. Thanks for watching, guys.